Over the last 4 years, anytime you fact check former President Trump, the right says you have Trump derangement syndrome, that you're ill, that how dare you say anything about their God King. So let's see how they treat Joe Biden. For the last 4 years, Ronna Romney McDaniel has been telling the left that they have Trump derangement syndrome. Every single time anybody fact checks Trump or is just generally disgusted at the way he behaves. So I would imagine that leads me to believe she's a very level-headed person. So let's take a look at 24 hours of tweets from Ronna Romney McDaniel. This first one here says, "This report is totally unfair. Harris has accomplished great things as vice president, like, hold on, checks notes. I'm sure there's something." Oh, that's hilarious, Romney. Oh, that's a good one. And actually, she's talking about a report from CNN that doesn't just give Kamala Harris favorable marks. It's a report from CNN that actually looks at somebody on the left analytically. Interesting. So maybe the left wasn't deranged and Miss Romney here was just a little backwards. Let's take a look at the next one, which was about an hour or so later. What's the over-under on how many times Biden brags about how great friends he is with Xi Jinping today? Oh, ha ha ha. Another insult to the American president. Luckily, she's even and balanced. No sort of derangement here, is there? Just an attack on the president. Let's see what else we got. Same thing he told the Taliban. To a Reuters article, Biden tells Xi that China must play by the rules. Oh. So he's telling China that they need to play by the rules, not that they're old friends. I guess that last tweet didn't work, so we just kind of switched it up. Next, we've got all these phony tweets from the Biden admin about Harris is a vital partner. Prove the point that she's not. Though, to be fair, it's not like Biden is doing any better. Oh, another witty insult at the president. I can tell you've got a lot of things on your mind other than Biden. It's easy to see how busy you must be promoting Republican values with just more tweets on Biden. Let's see what we got. CNN report where they're talking to Jennifer Granholm about gas prices, saying that she says Biden's all over, and then it says fails to mention a single thing. Oh, she's retweeting the RNC complaining about the Biden administration. And she says, I guess someone told her not to burst into laughter. Oh, she's making fun of Biden and the Democrats again. Very good. Quoting your own party to make fun of somebody else. You're nailing it here, Romney. Let's see, what do we got on the next one? According to Biden, he priced all this in. So apparently this is the Taliban forces held a parade with American-made and Russian-made equipment that was left behind. I guess she's insulting Biden, saying we should still be at war. I'm struggling. I mean, I guess she's trying to insult Biden again, but I guess getting out of war isn't what she wanted. She'd prefer that we remain in forever wars like Trump did. Oh, here's another tweet from a far-right publication mocking another Biden person. What else do we got here? Americans agree Biden's plan to pay illegal immigrants $450,000 for breaking the law is a historically bad move. Wow, could this be any more of a lie? First of all, Biden doesn't have a plan to pay immigrants. It's the Department of Justice. Do you want Biden to get involved with the Department of Justice? Is that the way you see things? Like Trump telling his DOJ what to investigate and what not to investigate? Telling them to back off of Flynn? Telling them to give Roger Stone a break? Is that what you want Biden doing? Or do you want the Department of Justice handling their own things? And let's see, why would it be unpopular? Why would it be unpopular? First time, we're going to take a far-right publication, the Washington Times, and we're going to say that it's unpopular because you've been saying Biden wants to pay migrants. Nobody knows what this is actually about. You don't know, nobody knows it's about kidnapping that Trump did because you refuse to tell the truth. Just like this tweet here. Another attack on Biden using yet another falsehood. Why do you have to lie? If Biden is so bad at what he does, why do you have to lie about it? Can't you just be honest and tell how bad he really is? Let's see, what's the next one? Border Patrol says 164,303 illegal immigrants were apprehended in October. That's the highest October ever. Okay, 2 times more than any October under Trump. So what you're saying is Biden is doing a fantastic job detaining the immigrants you don't want here in the country. And you're complaining about that. Would you prefer he let them all go? So he's actually detaining people the way you want him to. And you're complaining about that by saying Trump was never able to detain that many people. In fact, what he did was kidnap children to scare people from coming to America. So instead of keeping by the law, which Biden is doing, that's why the Department of Justice has to settle these human rights violations that Trump did. So you would prefer Biden commit human rights violations? I'm so confused. I must be deranged. The next one, an opinion from somewhere. American will be #1 in taxes. A scare tactic to scare you that everybody is going to pay more taxes under Biden. Now, we got 3 last ones. Starting from the bottom. Xi Jinping confirmed last night that Joe Biden is his old friend. After spending decades shipping American jobs overseas to China, this is no surprise. Now, isn't that interesting? This was Chinese propaganda that Xi tried to use to stoke this kind of reaction from Miss Romney here. In fact, all she's doing is spreading Chinese propaganda, knowing full well Biden countered this statement, saying we've known each other, but we are not friends. She wants to lie to you about that, almost as if she's deranged, as if she has a derangement syndrome. This is odd. Very odd indeed. Next one says, gas prices in California are a record high, with some gas stations at $7 a gallon. That is pretty high. If Biden gets his way, the whole country will be paying California's gas prices. That's a lie. Show me where he said that's what he wants to do. This is propaganda. If Biden is so bad, can't you just say what he actually does? Maybe cite a source. And when you did cite a source, it was CNN. That was a fair source. And the last one we've got, under Biden, over 1.6 million illegal immigrants have been apprehended crossing the border. Again, so he's doing a wonderful job stopping people. And that does not include the hundreds of thousands that escaped into the U.S. unpursued. Listen here, Ronna Romney. How can you tell how many have been unpursued if you didn't pursue them? Interesting how you could just make up a number from nowhere. So you want to scare people that Biden is letting these dangerous immigrants in. Careful of the dangerous brown immigrants coming over. Careful of the immigrants. And then you're just going to make up stories. You're literally saying he's detaining people coming here, and that you lie about whatever is going on that is uncountable. I think we've seen over 24 hours that Miss Ronna Romney seems to have a real derangement. And every one of her tweets, all 11, were focused directly on the left and on Biden. It's crazy how you have absolutely nothing positive about your party, and you have to make up lies about Biden to push your agenda. It's really disgusting, and I think people should know how gross you are. We'll take another look at 24 hours pretty soon on Miss McDaniel here, but we'll take a look at some other far right-wing maniacs that hate America also. Obviously, you hate America if you are obsessed with hating our president. And as Trump told you, if you don't like it here, you can leave. Bye. Thanks for listening. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like down below, share this, and we'll talk to you real soon.